Let's get this party started. Oh, I suppose I need to uncover my camera for you to see my sexy mug. What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? We got Emma and the Television Gamer. What's going on, guys? Let me put on my spectacle technicals. Emma says, "Sup, creep in chat." Television Gamer says, "Hey, creeper, Emma. Hit the like button." Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Everyone just saying hi to each other. Hit the like button. You're awesome. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. So what's going on? Can anyone hear the guitar? I'm trying not to be too loud. It sounds out of tune, but the fret's a scallop, so sometimes I press a little too hard on it. So what's going on in the world? Cool, thanks, Emma. I really appreciate that. Hope everyone's doing well. It's been about 2 weeks, a week or so since I've done. I haven't made any just like solid videos. And I don't know why. I just haven't been motivated to, I guess. I made one for my vlog channel most recently. It's a little more on the biblical side. Current events and stuff like that. So if that's not your jam, I wouldn't recommend going to look for it. But yeah, I apologize. I just haven't had the desire to make any videos or do any of the things that make the stuffs happen. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to just come on and see if anyone was available just for a chat. We may play games. We may not. I don't know. For Gearheads, I'm playing, I believe it's an 86 Kramer Striker 600. And we're going through a 92 PV Teal Stripe Bandit 112 on the Saturation channel with enough low end to make Dimebag Darrell and Zach Wilde weep. I love Dimebag. Just got out. Oh, hold on. What's Alan saying? Alan, what's up, man? Just got out from work. And Panera until next Tuesday. You work for a Panera? Nice. My lady loves that stuff. No, that's not true. I have eaten at one. I got a spicy sandwich on this giant ciabatta roll. I love ciabatta rolls. If you're craving a ciabatta roll at home, just get an English muffin. Pretty much the same dough. And their mac and cheese is so hearty. Holy hell. Pissing off my landlord. He's been aggravating me lately, so he can suck my dick. Now, he's a really nice guy, and he takes care of us, but lately there's been some things, so I've just been really... He's the type of guy that'll sit there around his mouth and he'll be like, "No!" And he'll go, "Oh, okay." Really nice guy, but we're having ourselves a little disagreement this week. Alan, thank you. Emma says, "I've been doing great. Been watching horror movies and TV shows, celebrating Halloween early. You know what? As soon as the last firecracker pops on the 4th of July, I am instantly in Halloween mode, you know?" I am instantly in Halloween mode. But the most recent movie I watched was Jaws. I don't think I've seen anything since then, have I? I don't know. Me and the missus went to go see Jaws in IMAX in Reading. We got this place called Jordan's Furniture. It's this giant fucking place. They got like this obstacle course thing where you're up on with the harness and all that crap, and you're going through whatever, nets and what are those things? Zip lines and shit like that. They have water fireworks inside. They got a Fuddruckers. But they got this giant IMAX screen, which is the only one in New England that has 4K. And, you know, the seats have like subwoofers underneath them and shit. It was really nice. It was really nice watching Jaws on a gigantic screen how it was meant to be. And it doesn't look like they cleaned it up at all. It almost looks like they just took a digital copy, maybe even a DVD, and just played it. And it still fucking works. My lady, God bless her, she lived under a rock throughout the whole 80s and 90s. She was a bookworm. She was a babysitter. And she didn't really do much pop culture stuff growing up. And it really is, it hurts my heart sometimes to make a reference that I know everybody on the planet will go, oh yeah, except for her. But I don't think she's ever seen Jaws all the way. And she finally did, and I gotta say, it still fucking works. Even though I know every little nuance of that movie, there's just something about it being on a screen. Movies were made that way back in the day. Today, movies aren't really necessarily made for the big screen, and that's why you don't get a lot of big theatrical releases anymore. You know, COVID showed that people got locked onto streaming shit. So it's like the ideas of it were there, and the seeds were definitely starting to sprout. But once COVID hit, everyone's just like, why do I got to go out for this shit? And it kind of aggravates me because I like movies. But I remember I went and saw Halloween in the theater 12 years ago or so when I was still in Arizona. And even though I've seen that movie probably more times than I've spit, it was a whole new experience. So if you have a favorite movie, whether it be a scary movie or a sci-fi movie, something that makes sense to be on a big screen, you know, I would suggest seeing it. If it gets re-released or something like that. It's usually horror or sci-fi that gets re-released or something like that. Or a big blockbuster, which again would have been a big screen release kind of situation. E.T.s and stuff like that. I hope E.T. comes back. I'd love to see that again on the big screen. That's one of my favorite movies. I absolutely love E.T. I have an E.T. plushie. I have the stupid little Build-A-Bear one. And it's on my coffin shelf in the actual game studio. But it was nice going to a movie to see something that was fucking quality. It was just a straight story. It was a bunch of dudes, a shark, and some victims, and bunches of blood. And that's it. No nothing else. No nothing else. And it still worked. My lady screamed her head off. You know that scene where the dude's pulling the tooth out of the hole in the boat, and the head pops out and jump scares you? I knew it was coming. And I just kind of did one of these with my eyes to the side, and she ended up in my lap. If she could crawl underneath my skin and hide, she would have. Man, I'm in a galloping mood tonight. Turn this up a little more. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That gets the fucking guts churning. Emma says scary movies and TV shows all year long except on Christmas. Die Hard. You know what? I was never a big Die Hard fan. I don't know. I never saw Bruce Willis as an action star. I know he is classified as such, but I never saw him that way. Speaking of Bruce Willis, do I need to say any more? Make it happen. The walk is next month, and I ain't done shit. We got $150 in there. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. You guys want to see me go through labor? Get me up to $2,500. I'll find one of those labor simulation machines and hook them up to myself and give the controls to my daughters. Oh my God, they'll love that. I'll be in labor for fucking 80 hours. But, yeah, I don't know. Emma, have you seen, do you like the Terrifier series? Do you like the Terrifier series? Because their Christmas one last year was awesome. And we also got hinted that there's going to be another Return of the Living Dead. And it might be a Christmas, or maybe they just did it like a teaser during the Christmas time just to get us excited. I don't know. But Yes, Casey, you absolutely donated for this already. You won a fucking prize. I hope you're being silly. I literally shipped you out a giant book with Alzheimer's stuff all over it. Not the book, the package. Did I donate for this one already? Yeah. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. I collect. All right, so donations are. I register in January or February or March. I think I do it in March around my birthday. And then I hint at it, saying, "Hey guys, you know." But once July hits, back in the day, I would go all out. Once July hit, we were on location doing things. We went to my family's grave at the lake, and you know, I tried to live stream the walk itself. I remember one year we did it around the lake in Wakefield, Lake Quinnipiac, which is the lake my dad's actually buried on. You know, I usually go. This year, I just mentally haven't. There's a lot of things going on privately, and I just haven't had the energy or the time to really go nuts. I'm trying to make a custom console for you guys for the end of the thing, but I just haven't had time. I haven't had time to really put a lot of effort into this year, but I look at it this way. Every year, all you folks come out of the woodwork and you crush it. You crush it. I may not make my goal every year, but you crush it. Let's take a break this year. I mean, there's only so many times I can ask people to fucking throw money my way. And when I say my way, it goes directly to these guys. I don't see a dime of it. So for anyone who wants to question that, my link goes directly to the Alzheimer's Association. I don't ever want monies to pass through me, not through Super Chat. That's why I have that right there. Not through donations of whatever. I mean, if you have a product and you're selling it, I prefer you to, because there's a couple of cats out there that have done that for me. Made a product and took no money from any of it. The work, the materials, or the shipping, or any of that. Oh, excuse me. And I prefer that they donate directly as well, but note what it's for, and if not, I can correct it. But free time is the rarest commodity for me. Yeah, me too, man. Me too these days. I don't know why. I just got a lot going on. It's fucking crazy. I must hit the volume. It wasn't all that cool. I gladly support this. I haven't smoked today. In fact, I might slow down on that for now. I use it for my PTSD and anxiety, but I think I'm getting tired of using it, and I'll see what happens if we start getting the night terrors again. You should watch the Christmas horror movie called The Mean One. Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen that. I don't know if there was for the last one. I donated every time. Oh yeah, no. It's Casey. It's the whole year. When I have very specific giveaways like that one was supposed to kick off it didn't quite happen. So I'm reading the room. I'm reading the room right now, and I'm just like, you know what? If I get anything, I'm fine with it. Next year we're gonna go fucking balls to the wall, though. Balls to the wall. I'm gonna be fucking begging every day. I'm going to be knocking on everyone's door. Give me money. Send it to this link right here. So, I don't know. Gladly support the cause every year. I really appreciate that, man. There's a handful of folks that do that. So, Alan's with the movie and all that stuff. But going back to Terrifier, I love them. Not because I think they're great quality movies. They're not quality movies at all. They're like vignettes. They're like, have you ever heard of Grand Neos? I just like the celebration of excess in those. I mean, using a fucking hacksaw to make two people from one person, starting from their birthing area all the way down to their face. I'm trying to be somewhat tact, Sorry, when I have the guitar in my hand, that happens. Oh, shit, Casey, thank you, man. So, you know Iron Man? Not personally. Not personally. Hold on. Fuck, where'd you go? Oh, I don't have a guitar where I can do the whole... I gotta be a little vague with it because Aussie songs tend to get fucking copywritten. So there you go. There's Iron Man. Ah, man. Okay, so what I was talking about, here's a little education. This is called a locking nut. It's because of the bridge I have, the type of bridge I have. I just knocked my coffee over. Thank God my paint palette caught it all. And what happens is when you use this quite a bit, they lock it down at both ends so the strings don't go out of tune. Though this one needs some adjustment. And that he has a guitar that does not have one of these things locking the strings down. So when he plucks it, he presses this down here. And you know what? Let me grab another guitar real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me grab another guitar. Hey, Alucard. My snake is out. He comes out when I play the guitar, believe it or not. He comes out quite a bit when I play the guitar. Oh shit, I gotta wipe up all this coffee. We're gonna go back to my other guitar, but what I'm talking about is when... Can you hear that? Okay. When he starts a song, he goes behind the nut and he goes... But yeah, there you go. Alright, I don't want to play this guitar today, though. I don't want to play this one today. I want to play my metal guitar. Holy shit, there's fucking coffee everywhere. Oh my God, let me just take a couple of my napkins. Thank God I'm at the dining table. A couple of napkins here. We'll play a game here in a minute when I'm in the mood. I don't know. I'm not really here to play games today, but... I'm still gonna do the clickbaity thing. Excuse me. Well, there you go. You got a little education on guitars. This guitar has what they call the Floyd Rose locking system. It's the wiggle stick. Get to the chopper! What's going on? Cheese, headache, and muscles. What's that all about? Cheese, headache, and muscles. Awesome, thank you, Casey. I really appreciate the $5, man. Wow, thank you. I wasn't expecting that at all. Thank you, dude. That was Casey's fault. Coffee. No, it was my fault. I get excited when I get to talk about guitars. Sorry. But I do have a... Oh, no. Today is the 10th anniversary of me being back in Boston. My lady surprised me with a little card this morning. We're going to do a whole separate thing tonight, I think. And, yeah, this was next to it, and this got covered. And my paint palette has a lot of the coffee in it. So I'll just leave it right there. I'll clean it up when we're done with this nonsense. Iron Man intro, good. Yeah, man. But, yeah, I can't do that with this guitar, unfortunately. I could use the whammy bar, but it's weird. This bridge here is a budget version of the Floyd Rose double locking. And traditionally what would happen is the strings have little ball ends. You would cut them off, stick them in here, and then tighten it down. There'll be a block that'll hold the string in there, right? Whereas this one doesn't do that. It's a quick loader. So you put it in the back and you string it up. So when you use the bar, the string kind of slips back and forth, defeating the whole purpose of why these typically have a locking a locking saddle. So it goes out of tune when I use it. I am going to replace the bridge eventually. I want to get a nice German-made Schaller or something like that. And this specific guitar, and I just said it was budget. It is a budget guitar. The construction is plywood, believe it or not. The neck is nice. It's maple, but it's not like... It probably wasn't made from a piece that was cured over time. They probably just cut down a tree, let it dry a couple of months, and then made... So this was a budget line for Kramer back in the 80s. It's called the Striker series. But this is the very first electric guitar I ever owned. Not this specific one, but this exact model, color, and everything. So that's why some people would sit there and say, just leave it the way it is. But no, man, I want to make it better. I want to enjoy playing it a lot better. I do enjoy it, don't get me wrong. When I first got it, we argued quite a bit. And it was right around the time I started having, God, I'm too fucking personal on this channel, started having some PTSD symptoms. It's been a long time since my PTSD is actually, And this guitar was one of the things... It's weird, okay? So I play Atari, and I talk about Atari, especially like Astro Blast or Astro Smash, depending on which console. But more times than not, I was playing it, on Atari, Astro Blast. And it was one of those games where the world could disappear. You know what I mean? I mean, there are games where they can, but, you're still conscious. But there are some games that just lock you in. And I played certain games because I needed the world to disappear. There was a lot of ugliness around me. Not involving my parents. My parents were wonderful. They were just absent. And I thought buying this guitar would do the same thing. But actually, it turned out that I used this guitar to cope back then. So at first, this guitar brought back a lot of bad shit. A lot of bad juju. And we didn't get along for a little while. But after a little bit, and I did some rewiring, there was some funkiness going on in the electronics. I'm kind of digging it. I'm still going to replace the pickups, which are these things here, the electronics. And this thing here, and I think I'll just leave it at that. The rest of the guitar is fucking rad. What is that? Oh, that's Spinal Tap. Oh, shit. Let me get to the... that sounds good. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's the James Campbell 4-pound of cheese lasagna hit by the Car Army. Okay. I like lasagna. I like cheese. And I like car armies. I don't know. Television Gamer says, I love that song. We call the guy that's now... retired in our shop, Iron Man. He would play that song. Oh, that's rad, man. I'm glad there's some kind of a connection to it. I wish I could play it in its entirety for you with a backing track, but we all know how YouTube does, right? Get to the Shop says, I'm saying the intro you did on the other guitar sounded really good. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Paranoid. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love Paranoid. Did you ever own... or play a Vectrex? I've never owned one, but one of my childhood friends' older brother had one, and I did play it, not as often as I wanted to. I wasn't a fan of it then. There was just something about the controller. I'd like to have one now just for the aesthetic of it. I mean, it's such a cool console. It's literally the definition of, fuck, we have all this crap laying around. Well, what are we going to do with it? Well, these video game things are pretty popular. Let's do that. I don't know if you guys know that. That's how the Vectrex pretty much started. This one company had all of these specialized Vector CRTs. I think they were Vector. I don't know. But they were the specialized CRT for a specific thing. And the people, they were like, well, what are we going to do with all this? And they're like, let's make a video game system out of it. Really cool concept. I don't know. I've never owned one. I've never had the money for one. I mean, they weren't really all that expensive when I was collecting, but I just never sought one out. Once in a while, back when I had the Mac and I had the OpenEMU, I had a Vectrex emulator in there. And I tried to play a few games that way, but it was just impossible. Gotta have a modernized Vectrex. How cool would that be? A Vectrex Mini. And they don't even have to make it, like, they could still make it a console, but you know how we have the little tabletop arcade machines that are about I don't know, 3/4 of a foot tall, whatever it is, 12 inches tall, 11 inches, 8 inches. You know the ones I'm talking about. They were everywhere. They looked like they were multiplying by masturbating. Oh, there goes my money. They could make them out of that, you know. Just come up with a controller. It could be a little smaller, and the 4 buttons would work better that way anyway. And let's see. Cheesecake has no cheese in it. Yeah, it does. It's cream cheese. In fact, it's all just a big blob of cream cheese, isn't it? Gotta have modernized version. I would absolutely love one. I would absolutely love one. Paranoid, man. I keep wanting to do that. Play the ultra metal version. Great song. Great. I love Black Sabbath, man. Black Sabbath is where I really started getting into riffs. You know what I mean? I mean, Tony Iommi. Tony Iommi was... Man, you go with that nice little groove, and then the little things, and then everything just stops, and he's like, man, I love it, love it, love it. It's been a long time since I've played a lot of these songs, but gotta have a modern version. Yep, exactly. Even that would do. Yeah, dude, you know? I love that shit. I love that shit. Mama said! Hold on. This isn't the guitar for that, but... hold on, let me try something here real quick. Let's see if I can still play it. No, it's A. My mother, she has taught me well. Told me when I was young. That song, right? Again, my fretboard is scalloped, which means it's not flat. Each one of the frets are like this now. They got a little concave. So playing chords is kind of tough. Sometimes your fingers press a little too hard. And if like on the non-scalloped, I can press as hard as I want. Hold on. And the note's not going anywhere, right? But if there's... So sometimes I press a little too hard. So the chords aren't... That's why I said this guitar is not good for that kind of a thing, but... All right, enough of the clean. Enough of the clean! But I like that song. It reminds me a lot of... There's some personal stuff there, you know? A relationship issue with me and my mother. And I related to that song a little bit. Great song. I'm a fan of the First Load album as its own thing. But Metallica! Yeah, man, that's where... That Metallica and Black Sabbath is where I started my guitar. As a matter of fact, I could tell you the very moment I wanted to play guitar. No, that's not the very moment. I could tell you where I got my first guitar. I guess Fantasy, Love, and I still have yet to own that specific guitar. Sort of. I had to babysit a dog one night, just randomly. It's so weird. My mom came into my room and said, hey, so-and-so from the church needs to go out tonight. They don't want to leave their dog alone. Are you willing to go hang out? They'll feed you, they'll give you a few bucks, and they'll let you rent a movie for Movies on Video. So I was like, yeah, of course I will. And Cliff 'Em All had just come out. So I watched that, and I hadn't really gotten into Metallica yet. I just saw them recently, well, not recently, but within the last year or so, with Ozzy, before Cliff had passed away. I knew Ozzy, I just didn't know who Metallica was at the time. And I saw that, and they were doing the Puppets tour. And I was like, oh. So I got the Cliff 'Em All video, and there's a lot of like real grainy video of him with this white Gibson Explorer. And just the way it was hanging on him, and the way, there was just something about the visual of that. And to this day, I still get that feeling. Yeah, man, I love Metallica, early Metallica riffs. I pretty much, at one point, exclusively only learned it. And then, you know, right around the Black Album, I was just kind of like, okay, Chris, you need to... I mean, of course I was doing other bands. I was doing other bands, like Slayer and stuff like that. I love playing Slayer. That's a whole nother animal. At least Metallica, just like galloping and down picks, you know, it's a lot of that and a lot of, you know... But Slayer has those. And it's funny because that one little box I was just playing that in, South of Heaven, Dead Skin Mask, Rain in Blood, Spill the Blood. I mean, it's all literally the same notes, just played a little bit off. It's literally, I can literally play 4 bars and play South of Heaven, Rain in Blood, Spill the Blood, and Black Magic. Oh, man. But yeah, I love Metallica. I caught a creep. What's up, Violation Entertainment? So if there's a Metallica song you want me to just noodle a little bit on, I was actually relearning how to play the solo to, one of the solos, I should say, James Hetfield's actual solo. God, what is that? It's one of my favorite songs on Justice. Oh my God. To Live is to Die. God damn. One of Cliff's last contributions, you know? But that solo there is actually James Hetfield, the singer, who doesn't normally play solos. And you can definitely tell. You can definitely tell because it's a little more melodic than what Kirk would play. And it's a lot simpler. It's very simple pentatonic scale stuff. Yeah, I don't know if any of you even know what the fuck I'm talking about. But regardless, man. Anastasia. I can play that. That's actually a Cliff Burton. That's a bass line. You know? I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. The Chug-a-Lug. I love Chug-a-Lugs, man. I love it. When I was a kid, I would sit there with this very guitar. And I would watch stuff on TV, and I would literally, without an amp, just downpick. Because I wanted to play Master Puppets all the way through without pausing or stopping. And it took me about 6 months of just going before I got to the... And especially that little... You know? Which I didn't play that right, but... But my hands aren't... They aren't as youthful as they used to be. I don't think I could play Master Puppets all the way through these days. Unless I really practiced and had to do it. You know? Hell, give me Kirk's lines. Give me Kirk's lines. Let's see if I can even still... No, I can't play it anymore. I don't know. I can't play it anymore. I can't play it anymore. Oh my God. Are you serious, dude? Oh, don't do that unless you absolutely can. Now, I do have to admit violation. I have to say this. I got my Bible right there. I got my Bible. It's actually my dad's Bible. One of his very first Bibles, actually. Wow, thank you, dude. Wow, I really appreciate that. Wow. Holy shuzbutt. Thank you. Wow. You're good people, man. Wow, I have that open, okay? You know, if someone wants to throw a few bucks at me, but $66, $67. Dude, thank you. I don't know what else to say. Thank you, man. I really needed a pick-me-up. It's been a miserable week for everybody, right? Let's see if I can figure out the rest of that Spinal Tap song. Ah, that's weird. I don't know. Dude, it's a long time coming. I've been watching you for a few years. Yeah, it's not necessity, buddy. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, though. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's the heart of it that I care about more than the money. I've said it a million times. I'm not really money motivated. You can tell by my existence. I mean, just look at my fucking mush mouth. That's all because of money. Money. And a little anxiety. Believe me, if I had the money, I'd have them all fucking yanked out and have some screwed into my skull piece, but you can't change your genetics, unfortunately. My mom had a whole set of top dentures by the time she was 30. I got them from her, but... Oh, dude, it's a long time coming. But tonight, I'm gonna rock ya. You're gonna rock me! Oh my God. I don't know any scorpions if you're hinting towards that. I'm sorry, man. Rock you like a hurricane? Interesting. So I'm going to do a little poll here. I'm going to do a little poll. Can I do a poll in here? Yeah, let's do a poll. Guitar or game? Should I keep the guitar in my hand or should we play a game? Let me know, and when the poll ends, I'll choose either one. I haven't played a game at all yet. It was a song you were just playing. Oh, that's right. I can't wait to see the new one. I really can't. The director I'm not a big fan of, but I don't care. I'll go watch the new one. The first one is just gold. It's fucking solid gold. Every band I have been in that has played outside of a rehearsal room has done the Hello Cleveland thing. You know? It was a song you were playing. Yeah, my bad. right, where's the poll? Where's the poll? No one voting yet. Come on, you want a game or a guitar? I kind of want to just keep playing my guitar. Sorry. False advertising and shit. Name some other bands. Throw some bands out there. See if I know. I don't know a lot of bands. I actually didn't really learn to play a lot of things except for like Metallica and Black Sabbath. But it wasn't to learn how to play the songs. I actually used their music to learn how to play the guitar, how to play metal, because my grandmother said that we were a bad luck family. And I'll be honest with you, if it could go wrong, it will go wrong with me. I am blessed. Don't get me wrong. I am blessed. I mean, just look what happened during this stream, you know. But as a whole, according to the universe, I need to have bad luck. I need to have bad luck. And, oh shit, what was I talking about? Tonight's Gonna Rock You. It was a song. And every time I would try to go to a guitar instructor, they would either get fucking fired. Like one time I walked up to a place that I was going to, and a dude was out front smoking a butt. And I was like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, I just got fired. I'm like, oh. He's like, well, you want to come to my house and learn? I'm like, no. No. And it turned out like a year later that place got shut down because there was a drum teacher in there fucking being a skinner. I'm not going to say the actual word just in case, but he was being a little too comfortable with children. We'll put it that way. So the place got shut down. We had this dude named Mike O'Brien, who's still around, oddly enough. I mean, I graduated high school 30 years ago. And this is when I was in, like, 6th grade. And the fact that this fucking dude still has flyers out there blows my mind. Because he was an older gentleman then. I mean, he's got to be in his 80s now, easily. But it just seemed like every fucking guitar instructor I got just never really, you know, stuck around. So I just sat there looking at tablature, which was garbage more times than not, and just listening, and then just putting my hands on the guitar and moving things around, you know, and going, oh, that sounds like, yeah, and then I would work off of that and do my own thing with it. But Howard, what's going on, buddy? Just to warn you guys, for the people who are voting for games, we're just going to play Thunderground. I'm going to try to get that high score. Right now, No Swear Gamer is beating me by like 30,000. Wow, that tone is awesome for... I love Seek and Destroy. Amityville. I read the book and watched the older movie. Scary as hell. The book is pretty cool. The Jay Anson book. And the original movie is cool. Part 2 is just a guilty pleasure. Part 3 is a guilty pleasure. Anything from there, the remake was okay. It was alright, you know. Now let me ask you, Howard. Where do you stand as far as a belief system when it comes to the Amityville Horror? I'll tell you right now, I don't think it was real. I don't think it was real. I think the Lutzes were scummy people who got in over their heads, and I mean, the dude was being investigated by the IRS and all kinds of crap. So he needed money, and yeah, I don't know. It intrigues me, and there was a guitar I'd like to buy that's actually in Amityville, so I'd use that as an excuse to just go down the neighborhood. I wouldn't stop and get out. Those fucking people. I can't imagine. People will literally walk onto the property and take pieces of the house. I'm stuck on that. And it's just, I don't know. I feel bad for the people in the area. There was a horrible tragedy that happened in the house. And then a year later, family moved in and tried to capitalize on it. And I don't know. That's how I feel. I really don't think anything supernatural happened in that house. I really don't. I do believe there was something demonic when the DeFeos lived there, but I think that was because of the way the family structure was. If you go into history, The father was very abusive. It was a very toxic place to be, and the devil likes to hang out in places like that and stoke up fires. And the oldest son was a junkie, you know. Not saying that negatively, but he was always high, getting high and shit. So, and it was you know, it was probably inevitable to happen. At least somebody getting hurt. But I think people moved in, they had a great deal, and they said, you know, I think we can do this. And then they didn't do it. They realized they were in over their heads, and they said, you know what, there was a tragedy here. Let's work off of that and see if we can't get out of this fucking mess. That's how I look at it, but I'm not trying to, you know. Let's see. Let me go back to this. Get to the chopper. Prayers for Billy, for real. Yeah, how is he doing? By the way, I went over to his page, and people are still like, you know, we're shooting for you, but man, I don't. Poor guy, what a nice guy. You know, both of them they're wacky. I've had conversations with them privately here and there, and, you know, nothing extensive. Like, we're not fucking buddies. We don't swap spit and take showers together or nothing, but, you know, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. All right, give me a minute here, and I'll end the poll. I guess we're playing games. Prayers for Billy, yeah, absolutely. How it says, if you just concentrate one song, you'd be surprised on how accurate version of a song you can get. Yeah, exactly. Great tone. Thank you, man. Old Kramer Striker and a PV Bandit Cheetle Stripe from 892. No pedals in between, just straight saturation channel. And good times, yeah. Yeah, I think it was a scam, he says. Okay, cool. And if you didn't, I wasn't trying to belittle your thoughts, you know. Brilliant story, though. It really was. Jay Anson knew what he was doing. Although sometimes the book just had a little bit of too much dun dun dun, and the book wasn't there. You know, he tended to lean a little bit on that shit. So, hey, what's up, McMuffin, Amityville? Maybe fake news, but the Earth is still flat. Okay, flat like my fucking head. The Feo had a dark past. Yeah. I believe there was some organized crime stuff there too. He owned a car dealership that was technically his father-in-law's, who I believe was involved. He was connected. But, I wasn't there. I don't know shit about these people except for they just tragically lost their lives one night for nonsense. You know? It's always nonsense. The Feo is an Italian name. Absolutely is. See that little vowel at the end? Get to the chopper. It says he gave an update. Legit prayers for real. Oh, no. Oh, no. Really? Hey, Wolf, what's going on? Thank you. I love you back. What is poop power? Are we doing poop power? I don't know. I'm not smart, guys. You use these emoji fucking things, and I don't know what you're talking about. All right, you know what? Let's play a little bit more here. Let me pull up the game anyway. In the background. Thunderground. Let me move it over so I can see it better. Get to the Chudley game. All right, so 75 to 25%. I'm going to end the poll. Game wins. Boo. I know it's my stream and I could just keep playing guitar, but you know what? Since you guys asked. That's one of my favorite notes right there. So ugly. I wrote a song based around it. It was like... No. Let me try that one more time. All right. Can you play Ghost? I don't know any Ghost at all. In fact, I don't even know any songs from them. I've heard a few things from them here and there. You would think I would be totally into Ghost. And they were here in July, and my daughter really wanted to go see them. Give me a second here to put the guitar away. Oh, these napkins got all the coffee. That's awesome. That's awesome. The coffee is no longer on the floor. All right. Let me get my old controller here, which is ready to rock and roll. My controller. I'm going to play some Thunderground. Oh my God, man. I made $70 today just fucking playing guitar. That's how I look at it, guys. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. Man. What is it? Something Machine from the Future. Okay. Atari Creep. That song sounds awesome. Yeah, it was this band I was in called Noise. Half the band weren't really... I don't want to say half the band. There was 5 of us. 2 of them were brothers, and they were fairly new at playing instruments, period. The other one was the lead guitarist. I don't like playing leads. I hate playing leads. I mean, I enjoy it, but I don't like having to come up with them all for every fucking song. I like riffs. I'm very riff oriented. I don't know if you've ever noticed that from my playing over the years. I'm very riff oriented. So I prefer to be the guy in the background holding the fucking song, you know? And once in a while noodling here and there going dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. But yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. And it was a real simple, like, one finger riff, really. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to help them out. Diminished scale, yes! That last part, bum 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 bum. That was my trying to be classical moment back in the 90s. I gotta say, they're pretty decent. I love hearing you jam. Thank you, man. I like when you post your videos too, man. You don't post enough of your guitar videos. I enjoy them. Okay, guys. All right, guys. Let's do this. Let's go to the game. It came up on its own! Oh, it's because this was the last game I actually fucking played, but... Oh, man. Handicap Playing Fire? What the fuck? Now I'm starting to wonder if people are restarted. I'm just fucking with you. All right. What was my last score? My last score was like 203,000 or something like that. I hate being in a band and having them tell me just solo. I gotta know the song. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I can go both ways with it. Some of the greatest songs that me and my former bandmates have ever written have been just like 3-hour jams of the same riff, basically, but then going into different directions with it and then coming back and then going, you know, I mean, I know a lot of people do it that way, but pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to spend the early days here just digging around, looking for the stuff to get the points. For anyone who's unfamiliar, this is a Sega title. It was originally an arcade. I didn't know that. Called Thunderground. It's kind of like a mix between Dig Dug and I guess you could also say it's a mix of Frogger with the things on the top and Combat. So it's like Dig Dug and Combat. And I'm playing this right now for the Atari.io High Score Squad Challenge. I don't really do the Atari Age stuff too much. There's just too many people there. And I get overwhelmed. I.O. is like just small enough for me to be like, yeah, what's up? If you notice the blue tanks, they can dig where the white ones can't. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because he was going to clear that path for me. See, watch, he'll do it. Man, amateur hour here. And when you shoot a tank, try not to linger at the top because that's where they spawn. And I can't tell you how many times I've gotten stuck up there and they've just shot at me. So when there's 2 blue tanks, I like to just wait for them both to come down. Shit. There we go. And the white tanks there, they can't really dig. You know, they don't. They're just kind of stuck up there in this weird line limbo. Kind of reminds me of one of the last facilities I worked at in juvenile corrections. It was called Eagle Point School of the Arizona Department of Juvenile Corrections. And we were in the middle of the desert, like literally in the middle of the desert. And, hold on. I had to do this. We had this one post called the 1039. It was a pickup truck that went around the outside fence. And it was literally just a circle. And even though that's a straight line, it reminds me of the same thing because you're stuck in that one little pattern. There we go. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Oh, I thought he was going to come after me. Oh, shit. Wow, that was amateur hour right there. What the fuck? Yay! I got a shovel even though I'm digging already. Oh, shit. I was trying to... There we go. Get him. Just get a few extra little points here. Come on, boys. Come on down! There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Now, hopefully they'll stick around down there for a little while. It doesn't look like they're going to. Fuck! I slipped. Literally, I pressed down, I kept going forward. Oh my god. Whee! Oh, he was quicker than I thought he would be. Alright, come on, let me end you. Ah, your sister's a whore.
Nuh-uh.
What's up? What the fuck are you drinking?
Ice pumpkin cream chai.
Ice pumpkin cream chive. Chai.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
I had this in 2023 and you have a sip you hate it.
I didn't like it?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I probably said that because it was a Starbucks product.
No, it's very sweet.
Oh, I'm sweet enough, that's why.
Alright. Bye.
Okay, bye. Alright, let's find the things while these guys can't do their deal. Wow, I can't believe I made $70 just for fucking playing guitar in here today, guys. Thank you. Holy fuck. I'm never going to not be grateful for this. So I'm going to do this for now, see if I can't get them to get stuck down. Oh, I should have only made a small hole. Oh, shit. I missed him. Missed. Ah, I can't shoot through him. There we go. Well, man, you slid right past him. It's because I'm slippery. Like a pig in a vat of Vaseline. Come give me a hug and see if I stay in your arms. I'm just going to let this guy keep doing that for me. Until the other one came and attacked me and I panicked. I got shook. Fuck, this is stupid. Yay! Boop! Boop! Wow. Nice. I am okay with that. I got stuck. I got fucking stuck. Haha, I got you first, prick. Hey, I got a key. A key to this tank's heart. There we go. Back off. Are those fusion reactors? I'm going to assume they are of some sort. Honestly, I've never read the manual. I don't know what the fuck it is. Oh! I should have died there. I should have got deaded. Come on. No, down, dude. Again, and I know you guys are probably fucking sick of hearing this, but I'm using the modern Atari controller, and that disc and my thumb just don't get along. So sometimes when I'm pressing down, I'm actually pressing left. Or right. Look at that. I got something right away. Chai. I'm going to drink something called a chai. And then I'm going to drink a guy. Alright, I'm going to do what I was trying to do earlier. I'm going to create... Oh, down, you fucking prick! See, this goddamn controller. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a space for them to come through. And see if I can't trap them. Come on, come get some. Ha! Like fucking lemmings. And because they can't dig, they're confused. They're like, why can't I get him? Why can't I get him? I'll get him later.
No, not a Robin edit. That Jason Todd is dead.
Who is?
Jason Todd, the second Robin.
Oh.
Batman.
Really?
Yeah, there was a vote that happened when those issues were coming out. And the second Robin, first one was Dick Grayson, the second one was Jason Todd. There was a vote, and a lot of people thought it was a joke, so they voted to kill Jason Todd, and then he actually died.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah, there's like 10 Robins.
The dead only know one thing. It's better to be alive. Fuck you, you stupid delayed button. Chai is a type of tea. I am aware of this. I like picking on her. You own a spoon? Well, gag me with it. It's an old 80s thing. Gag me with a spoon.
Can they see you?
Yeah. Why wouldn't they be able to? I'm the most important thing on here, not the games. They want to look at me. I'm sure someone's got their... Never mind.
Well, have fun in hell. Bye.
I was going to say, I bet one of you have your pants down and you're touching yourselves. I would be. In fact, I look at my girlfriend all the time, my fiancée, and I say, you know what, baby? I wish I was you, so I can make love to me. If anybody can tell me what that reference is, I'll send you a prize. As long as you live in the lower 48 states. I'll send you like a pocket game or a tabletop game. Just don't Google it. I'll find out somehow. I wish I was you so I can make love to me. And you have to give me the context too. The full context. Top Secret, no. No. Although I haven't seen that movie in years. That's fucking... Wait, is that the one with the cow? Actually, with Val Kilmer? I never liked that one. Spies Like Us is the one I'm thinking of. I love Spies Like Us. But I never really got into the Top Secret. The cow and all that. I don't know. Hey, Creep, have you heard the Adam Sandler auto sketch? Tobalt? Yeah, absolutely! Oh, yeah! I already heard that one today, you piece of repeating shit. I love Tobalt Willie. Welcome to Worcester. Draw a 25, please. Hi. Hi, Willie. Can I get a receipt for that? Why? No. She asked for a receipt, then she says, would you mind signing it? Because I want to tell everyone I met the most dried up stinky dick licker or something like that. I can't remember. He's like, fuck you. I'm going to fuck you and your fish-eating lesbian friends in front of your fucking mothers. Adam Sandler actually used to be funny. No joke. Oh, I just trapped myself. He used to be really funny. It's not my fault they cut you off at the bar last night, Father. Oh, welcome to Worcester. Draw a 25, please. When I was working for, fucking down, dude. When I was working for the state here in Mass, I used to go over this thing called the Tobin Bridge every night. And there was a fucking toll. We don't really have a lot of tolls in Massachusetts because we have excise tax that you pay every year for the roads. They take the value of your vehicle and they figure it out that way. I don't know. I ended up paying double what my girlfriend did. I had a 99, I think. Can't remember what year it was. Suburban. And she had like a more modern Mazda. And my fucking excise tax was way more than hers. It's fucking crazy. But that one did have a toll. And every night I'd go by and I'd drive through by the same chick. And I'd be like, isn't this fucking thing paid for already? We used to call it the Chucky Stewart Bridge. We used to call it the Chucky Stewart Bridge. I wish I was you so I can make love to me. Come on, man. Ooh, I got out of that one. Ah, fuck! Alright, so I'm going to play this game. I'm going to play the game of just shooting these things. If I can get the controller to do its thing. No, down! See what I mean? I was trying to go... I pressed down... Okay, maybe I gotta clean the controller. Because I know I'm pressing down. Is Worcester a real town, though? Yeah. It's one of the other major cities. So you have the Boston area, you have the Worcester area, and you have the Springfield area. Worcester is like southwest of us. And I hate to say this for any Worcesterites that live down there, it's kind of a shithole. It sucks. But that's where all the big concerts used to go, to the Worcester Centrum. I don't know what the venue's called now. But my high school yearbook, I was voted most likely to be seen at the Worcester Centrum. And for anyone asking, it's a town that's spelled Worcester. We say Worcester. Welcome to fucking Worcester. Fucking junkies. Oh, this is like... No good. No bueno. No bueno. Oh, yeah, it is a real rough town. Yeah, I can barely see the chat right now without my glasses. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, Worcester's, you gotta know what you're doing down there. I saw the Ringling Brothers' last performance in Boston there. There we go. Oh, damn it! That was me. I'm not blaming the controller on that one. Thank you. fuck down. All right, so, I know I complain about this thing a lot, but I bet you it is this. I keep pressing down, if for some reason it wants to go up. I don't know. Let's guess. Dumb and Dumber. Nope. I'm surprised. I am genuinely shocked by how little people know that quote. Maybe not so much that quote, but there was a Halloween comedy special. I believe it was on the Movie Channel or HBO. And it was skits, but it was done live at a college. And I can't remember what college it was. But it was a comedian. And he was parodying being David Lee Roth. And you know how David Lee Roth's like so super vain and shit. And he wrote a song called I Wish I Was You So I Could Make Love to Me. I wish I had a twin so I'd be 2 times as good. It was Joe Piscopo. Might even been at Carnegie Mellon. I don't know. But it was a Joe Piscopo special in the early 80s. Very early 80s. He came out on a giant blow-up microphone. I wish I was you so I could make love to me. He also did a tribute to Robert De Niro. And kind of did a little bit of all the fucking, pretty good stuff. I would seek it out. It's pretty funny. Back when Joe Piscopo was funny. Fuck, is he even still alive? Come on down! You're the next contestant on Blow It Up Island. I've actually been letting the timer run out. I never really ever do that. See if I can get away with this. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Thank you. I'll just come over here and just perform my duty as necessary. Damn it. I like the Frank Sinatra parody. Yeah. Johnny Dangerously, though, that's another great movie. And it's funny that you said that because Joe Piscopo's in that. You shouldn't hang me on a hook, Johnny. My mother hung me on a hook once. It shoots... Oh, I don't want to make that joke. It shoots through schools. Well, I guess he was ahead of his time. I don't know. All right. Come on, guys. Come on down. I got some top shelf digging to do. Oh, fuck. That was a case of me not paying attention. Oh, shit. Don't die! Oh, look at the bullets, like, right there on my ass! Oh, my God. I thought Phil Hartman did Frank Sinatra on SNL. He probably did. Probably did. A lot of people did Frank. I used to have a hat that said, "Who gives a shit what Frankie says?" And I had no idea what it meant. And then one day I had this fucking grease ball get all in my face about it. I'm a little kid. I was probably like 7th, 8th grade. I don't even know where the hat came from. Probably took it out of someone's car. Fuck! I forget at this stage they start getting smart. That's why I do this thing to lure them. You know? There we go. I just gotta be careful because they show up quick. Like that. Oh, see, it wouldn't go down. Like my ex-wife. Fucking oral deficit. Alright. Alright. I'll get to the chat here in a minute, guys. I see a lot of people yapping. I'll get to it here in a second. Don't turn around. Don't turn around! You sucker. Fuck. Alright, come on down. Fuck. Oh, I thought he was going to zig when I zagged. Wow, I'm playing very poorly today. Very poorly. Very poorly. What? What? They're starting to get aggressive now. Fucking... That's what you get, dude. That's what you fucking get. Oh, shit. It's getting fucking serious now. It's probably no fucking around crew. Oh, my goodness gracious. I would love to get to 250,000 by the end of the month. I'd be happy with that, even if I ended up in second place. Because No Swear Game is a fucking really good... He's really good at playing games. He must have that Twitch effect or whatever it's called. No disrespect. You know? But he has the highest score last time I checked anyway. And I'm just shy behind him by like 20,000. He came from the opposite end. Ooh. Ooh, that wasn't good. Somebody coming down? Come on down. Oh, okay. Fuck. Fuck! Alright, I'm going to call it there. 178 for now. I'm hungry. I haven't even had lunch yet. What are we doing here? We're going to go back to this. All right, let me get to the chat, and then I'm going to sign out and clean up the rest of this coffee mess. DJC, I didn't even see you sneaking in here, man. I am so sorry. I hope you're still in here. Those fusion reactors, chai is a type of tea. Okay, here we go. Top secret. Hey, Creep, have you heard of Adam Sandler's sketch yet? We already talked about that. Johnny Dangerously. Love that movie. Love that movie more than I like some other movies. Top Secret is great. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. Can't get into it. Is Worcester a real town? Yep, it's absolutely a real place. Hey, what game is this? I may have to play it. It's called Thunderground. It's a Sega title for the Atari 2600. Happy Gilmore 2. What are your thoughts about the new Netflix movie? I don't know. Never seen it. Didn't even know. I mean, I heard there was one, but I didn't. Here's the thing when it comes to comedians. They tend to have this thing where they play the same fucking role in every movie. And Adam Sandler is that guy. He's always that baby talk guy. And there's a few movies that I can get into, but then after a while, it just gets fucking old to me. I know a lot of people love him, and that's fine. You know, I get no problem with that. I'm not saying he's poor at his craft. Jim Carrey is another one. You know, Ace Ventura cracked me up to the point where I was pissing myself through every orifice in my body laughing so hard. But then after a while, it was literally the same fucking thing, just with a different outfit on. Really. So, I don't know. Dumb and Dumber. It's funny, we're speaking off that. No, it is back when everyone was still doing their thing. I asked if it was a real rough town. Okay, Creep. Howard says, Joe Piscopo is super funny. He's the real deal. He really is. I like Frank Sinatra parodies. I thought he did it. Yeah, Phil Hartman, we already talked about him. That was a tragic situation. Phil Hartman was so talented. Well, I got your UHF and Untouchable references straight away. Absolutely. I love UHF. and the Untouchables. I haven't watched that in years, though. I haven't watched that in years. Enthusiasms. Okay, so you know exactly what I'm talking about here. Enthusiasms. I miss SNL. I miss when SNL was funny. The 80s. These men, they're enemy tanks. They're just fighting for their country. Now their families have no fathers in their homes. It's violent and tragic. It really is. It really is. But they got me in the end, dude. So I guess I got my upcomings. Did you see South Park episode? Meghan and Prince William parody? No. It's been a long time since I've watched one of those. Yeah, I knew who you were talking about. Harry. South Park's really heading south. No, I'm just kidding. You know what? Yeah, they really are. You know what sucks? I don't want to get into this conversation. But they had a really funny Charlie Kirk parody on there. And the funny thing is he fucking loved it. But they took it down since the dude got popped, you know? He wouldn't have wanted that. South Park really is heading down. Woke Park, that's what they should be called. Yeah, I'm not going to get into any of that. I'm not a fan of the wokeness, but it is what it is. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon. What a great fucking stream. What an amazing stream. Let me turn my amp off before we set a fucking fire. No Sway Gamer. And Television Gamer, thank you for your donation. As well as, oh my God, I can't believe that. $66 violation. Thank you, my man. I'm not saying all three of the numbers. It's not happening. I have a little bit of superstition in my blood. I'll call it the Order 66. Please give me a few more enthusiasms. Enthusiasms. He was a good baseball player. Guys, please give me just a few more enthusiasms. I already gave it to you. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I genuinely appreciate it. What a great afternoon this is. I'm going to go make myself something to eat finally. And wherever in the world you are, I hope you're fucking doing well. And there's a lot of people hurting right now for a lot of different reasons. And I hope that whatever you use to bring light into your life shines bright. Whether it be God or whether it be whatever. It's really fucking ugly right now. Real fucking ugly. But I'm seeing a shift. I'm enjoying that shift. I know there's a lot of people who don't. But to each their own, que sera, sera. Regardless of whatever shifts you do or don't like, I hope you're doing well. And until next time, take care. Keep it real. And bye-bye. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. You guys really give me the enthusiasms.